Holy crap, I'm freaking out. Anyways, welcome back to Costume Quest. I am Jordan and I will be your host. Now, last time where we left off, we freed some kids from playing the arcade games, or at least forced to play the games by monsters. Then by defeating those same monsters, we were able to free that train system. And at the same time, we also met a new friend called Lucy. Or Lucy is much of a fanatic of science. Did I mention that she was a girl? Anyways, now the fact that we freed the kids, we are not able to go up the escalators. But not just yet, because I just want to look exploring and look. French fries. That totally foreshadows something. Anyways, let's head up the escalators. But before that, I need to tell you right now, this is pretty dark. And if you can't see, then you may want to adjust your brightness settings into your either monitor or into your game yourself if you're playing it as well. But other than that, I'm gonna keep it in this brightness level because it seems pretty good. And yeah, I do recommend going from left to right in this mall. Why? Because there's gonna be an upcoming quest that you need to complete in order for you to complete the rest of this area. Trust me, you do want to do this quest. And I don't even know how to get a treasure chest, but I think I got an idea how. I just need to try it next time. Now you see these ninjas. Yeah, I just realized one of the kids' name is, well, one ninja's name is Pablo and the other's name is Derek. Derek is totally reminding me of Dragon Quest. Anyways, for this quest, you need to defeat the monsters, the Trollbags that had the horns on them. No, not those. Those are just trick-or-treating Trollbags that we need to defeat. That's going to showcase at least a couple of battles. By the way, in this episode there is a lot of battles going on. I'll skip some of them. Only some, but for the horn battles I will definitely show because I don't want it to be just mostly, you know. And of course I want to refresh your memory on the battles in case you are starting off in this episode or something else. But regardless of that, I just noticed something. Oh yeah, the president of the debate is over, but I also realized that Thanksgiving is coming up. And I also just realized that Halo 4 was recently released around this time and date. I'm pretty sure it's good in its own right. Because it's mostly sci-fi and well, sci-fi is pretty fun. Sci-fi shooters are pretty unique. The only shooting games that I'm not really much of a fan of are the modern stylized shooters, aka the tactical games. Yeah, I'm not a fan of tactical games because they seem way too realistic. And I'm just more of a guy who likes to have fun. And look, level up. I am now at level 6. Huzzah. Now then, we need to find some Trollbugs that we'll be able to defeat. Look, there is one with a horn right now. If we hit them in the back, then we'll be able to fight them with a good advantage. That also reminds me that it has been pretty much a year since I started LPing on this channel. And I plan to do something special. Yeah, I do plan to do something special, just not yet. It's probably gonna have to wait until Amy Rolls Advance is finished. Into which, by the way, I haven't continued it because I haven't bothered practicing in the next Chaos Emerald. Yeah, I have been lazy on practicing lately, but you have to think of one thing. Well, mostly because of the fact that one, well, I am busy with college right now. So of course I'm only going to be able to LP at least one game at a time. While the rest of my free time I'll be able to mostly work on my homework and assignments and stuff. Ha! 0 poison damage. That's hilarious. Oh, you want a meteor? Oh, sure. Eat it. You gotta love that damage. Oh, we've got one horn. Now it's time for us to find the other 2 horns. which of course is also in the same very floor, because let's face it, the drawbacks are at the second floor, mostly because of their advantage to dark. What am I saying advantage for? They love to be in the dark. Most monsters like to be in the dark. Well, this is pretty much darkness right now. It's just not advanced darkness. Yeah, just me wrestling SpongeBob. You know SpongeBob is always fun to watch. At least the first 3 seasons. And maybe a couple of episodes from the newer seasons. Which also reminds me that there's also going to be a second SpongeBob movie releasing sometime in the future. In which it will be the finale of SpongeBob. Hopefully. That's what I said about the first movie being the finale of SpongeBob. Look where it's going. SpongeBob is still going on. But you can't help but deny the fact that, well, you know, SpongeBob is still going to this day because you know it's one of Nickelodeon's successful series out there. So it would be wrong for them to end it that soon because, you know, it's a business. And you know what businesses do? They like money. They make money. And they try their best to entertain. Well, at least in terms of the entertainment business anyways. Look at me talking about the entertainment business when I'm playing an entertainment game right now. An entertainment product which involves playing a game. Which involves doing stuff, which involves... I'm just confusing the heck out of people. I am very sorry. Oh, regardless, I know Halloween's already over. It's been over. That still doesn't give me an excuse to play this game. It's just that fun. Which reminds me, there has barely been anything new going on. No, there hasn't been any new stamps, no new costumes as of yet. So far we're going to the same old boring stuff. Yeah, I know, it is pretty lame. But you gotta find an excuse for it. Well, at least we won that battle. Of course, more experience and more candy equals, well, more power. And more power to me equals more, well, me more being able to actually complete this game. Speaking of which, there's a trick-or-treating spot right over here. And look, the train that just came by. It's pretty funny. Oh, sure it was your idea. Huh. Well, no matter, the train's here. There's only one monster left. There's only one drawback left to defeat with the horn, and that's the one right there. Oh my. As if I can handle these mages enough. At least I know what I'm doing. Because let's face it, I do not want to burdenate. Burdenating is so bad. Oh right, that also reminds me. A lot of stuff has been going on, and I just realized one of the things I know is going to come soon is the Wii U. And I know there are going to be some people who are going to be excited for that system. I, for one, am excited for it. It's just too bad that I can't get it, like, at launch. Or at least during Christmas, because of the fact that, of course, one is pretty expensive right now. But the other factor is we're going to... I plan on getting something else besides the Wii U. I think I can hold on the Wii U for a while. I mean, after all, the next Smash Bros. Game is not going to come out until, like, I don't know, I'm going to take a guess around 2014. That's what I'm guessing. And speaking of 2014, Disney actually brought Lucasfilms recently. And because of that, Disney plans to make Star Wars Episode 7. Yeah, I know, that also confuses the living stuff out of me. And if I'm aware of this, I know for a fact that most Star Wars fans don't like the 3 prequels. They're not that bad. but it's like one of my friends said, the original Star Wars films are mostly like, well, they're a classic in their own rights, mostly because they're meant to be like B-rated sci-fi movies. At least that's from what I remember. You know, when it came to episode 1, 2, and 3, and not to mention the Clone Wars series, the CGI one, not the hand-drawn one. The hand-drawn one was epic. But when it comes to that, one, you can't help but deny that Lucasfilms wants more money, but you also can't help but deny the fact that, look, more stamps. Anyways, you can't help but also deny that there is some pretty unique stuff with the prequels. Like, for one, we know a little more about Anakin Skywalker right now. And we also know how he became to be Darth Vader. And of course, you also know about Obi-Wan's past. Of course, since you know, there are prequels, after all. But still, one of my favorite things about Luke... I know this is gonna sound stupid, but one of my favorite things about Star Wars being... not Star Wars, Lucasfilms being brought by Disney is the fact that there's gonna be so many jokes based on Star Wars and Disney crossovers. And I remember one of those pictures being like Darth Vader goes to Disneyland, where he rides on one of the one of the rides, which I think is based on the Dumbo movie. Oh yeah, the ninja technique. The ninja costume I really love. Well, because one, it has some great offense, and it also has a great ability. And two, if you combine the ninja ability with the power stamp, then you'll deal some massive damage, as you can see right here. 115 damage. That is a lot. The only downside of the ninja is that he has less stamina than the other costumes in this game. Be wary of that. At least I'm happy to know that I have the Statue of Liberty on my side to heal me. Not that I'll need it that much. Oh man, 1 HP. Good thing I know the splash damage is gonna take care of that grenader. See? And either that or the poison damage will finish it off. Oh man, poison damage equals death. And now it's time to showcase the ninja's special ability, which of course targets one of your party members. Now see, what it does is that it hides one of your party members into its shadows, into which you'll be able to dodge throughout the entire turn. This is very helpful. It's like a free black cat or a white cat. As you see right now, even if you didn't do it successfully, it still counts as a dodge. I really didn't mention I love the ninja. Yeah, I love the ninja so much that I'm going to be naming the episode after a ninja. I am going to be calling it The Code of the Ninja. Oh, there's a house I need to trick or treat. If I can get over there. Oh look! A Drollbog. Too bad I won't be dealing with you because I already dealt with enough battles as it is already this episode. The last thing I need to do for an episode is to drag on and on and on. I mean, seriously, I already have like what? 5 battles already shown this episode. I think that's enough. I think that's enough showing battles for one episode. What you think? Yeah, I thought so. Oh, and by the way, I actually never really mentioned this, but I am sorry for the volume last episode. That was a little bit of a screw up in my end. I'll be sure not to do that in future episodes. And any other future Let's Plays for that matter. I'll learn my mistake and I'll learn how it was caused in the first place. But let's ignore the cause and just continue on with this game. Ugh. I'm sure you're pretty aware of the fact that last episode we got the unicorn pattern. But now we need to find the materials for us to make the unicorns. Oh man, I love the ninja ability. allows me to sneak through everything. And over here's the second material, yarn. Now I need one more material, which I think is on the rails. I also forgot to mention that you can pretty much grind. You can pretty much grind here all you want now, even if after you're done trick-or-treating. But I don't plan on doing that very much, mostly because of the fact that, well, that's gonna take too much from the game. And plus that'll count as a bit as cheating. Because in this game you don't really need to grind at all. All you need to do is need to just, well, do your best. Oh man, I'm getting tired of these battles just going on and on. At least I know better than to skip all of these battles from this point on in this episode. Because, again, let's face it, you don't need to watch all these battles. And that is why I decided to do post-commentary. So that way I can actually keep talking. Or just keep doing my commentary while you'll be able to... Well, of course I'll be able to finish editing these episodes. Speaking of which, there's another quest that we're able to do. And which I already completed because I already have that card. You know, it's funny. That reminds me, I need to complete that other card quest. Let's ignore that drawback for now and let's proceed on to the last house. Why am I saying house? The last store. Yes. So that will be able to actually proceed on in the game and fight the boss and get to the next area. Into which I have no idea where it is for now. Yeah, there's also one more kid to find. Which makes me happy because, well, after we find that kid, then I'll be able to carry even more candy. With a bag upgrade. Speaking of bag upgrades, I really do like the last bag upgrade in this game. It's kind of, well, fusing material. Or fusion inducing. I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but either way, I'm sure you'll be able to find out on your own, because you guys just love to spoil yourselves, like my friends did with My Little Pony Season 3. I don't know why they spoiled themselves with it, and that drawback is getting on my nerves. I'm trying to talk about ponies, and you get in my way. You must die. You are dead. All this thing about ponies? Oh yeah, ponies is coming up today actually. At least well, not really today, but tomorrow by the time I record this, which is on a Friday. But of course, you guys know me, I'll upload these on Saturday, so of course the ponies would have been out by the time that I would have uploaded this. Speaking of that, of course that was the last kid, and now the last house. Store. Why do I keep saying house? I feel so weird just saying house all the freaking time. Indeed, Kermit the Frog. Indeed. But after that, no, I am not going to the boss. It's been way too long now, and I still need to complete some quests around here. And of course I need to complete one more pattern, and of course I need to show off that unicorn costume in action next time. So, for right now, I'm just heading to the nearest save point, so that way I can save, and so that way I can save my progress, and quit while I'm at it. Don't worry, I'll continue this next time. So, next time on Costume Quest. More stuff. So, I'll see you guys later. After I'm done using ninja powers. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Later.